So welcome. This is project number 4 in the Penguin Place kit, and you can always check out my website www.carolbcrafts.com to see what current kit or customer reward I'm offering. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to start building the card, and we have an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of thick basic white. And I'll take my bone folder and crease that. Okay, so this is a horizontal card. Now we have some beautiful fresh freesia, 2 pieces. We have a 5 1/8 by 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Now we're not going to put it on the front yet because we have some ribbon. Let's not jump the gun. We have some DSP, which is 4 by 5 1/4. It's going to go here. So here we go. 4 by 5 1/4. And still not going to put it on yet because we have some other things to do. Well, I guess we could go ahead and put the ribbon on. Let's see, where's our ribbon? We have a piece of 7-inch fresh freesia. What is that? Open weave ribbon. And it is about 3, it's about a 1/2 inch. So if this is my top, I'm going to get a pencil and I'm going to measure 1/2 inch from the top on this side and 1/2 inch on that side. So I know the top of my ribbon is going to be matching those marks. So under those marks I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal. Find my curve. This is the outside. So I'll put that like this. I might have to move a little fast because my phone doesn't have, I think, 35%. So, and then this is going to go on the front. Put a little bit on top of that ribbon just to make it stick down good. And there we go. Now, I think we'll go ahead and put this on the inside. It's 4 by 5 1/4 fresh freesia. Also, okay, I think that's all we can do now until we do some stamping. Let's see. Now this is, we're going to be stamping on these because we're going to use these to make our little snowbanks. We've got 2 4 1/4 by 5. We're going to be stamping penguins and presents and little scarves and stuff. This is for the inside. We'll be stamping a balloon and happy birthday. This is a birthday card. I thought this was a really pretty card. We've got some gems in here. We'll get to those later. So let's bring out our Stamparatus. Our trusty Stamparatus. What would we do without it? Not as well, I'm sure. I've got a random soft suede here. So let's take our 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to stamp our penguins first. And I'm going to stamp them at the top. We need 3 of them. I'm going to stamp them at the top because of the way the punch is. It'll be easier to punch them if I stamp them this way. So I'm going to do 1 2 3, and these are photopolymer. They like to pull up your paper, so I'm going to grab some removable Scotch tape that you all know I love and use every single time. So we love photopolymer stamps, but they are sticky and they do like to stick. Now I have my deluxe foam mat underneath, and it's got like a plastic top to it, so that's why it's so easy to use this tape. I'm going to move this over kind of to the center and hope that I can stamp this guy again. Now you might need to do it 2 or 3 times. I've used the stamp a bit, so it's kind of like what they call seasoned, so it takes the ink a little better. But if it's the first time using these stamps, you might have to do it 3 or 4 times to get a nice rich image. And you do want your penguin nice and dark. You don't want a blotchy penguin. Okay. And I'm trying to work fast because, like I said, whoops, that's too far over. Too far over. I should have checked it before I inked it up. Right there is good. Ink it up again. These are just the cutest little penguins, and I've had so much fun playing with this. And it's really a good value. It's not that expensive if you think about it, what you're getting. All right, there's our penguins. So clean that off with my wipes, my Honest wipes. And now we're going to do some whatchamacallit. Scarf and hat. So let's grab our scarf and our hat. Where's your hat, little penguin? Here it is. We're going to do 2 in fresh freesia and 1, and I don't want to lose my mouth here, my beak, and 1 in Misty Moonlight. So we'll be cutting these out by hand. Now I gave you two sheets of basic white cardstock because I wasn't sure if you would need that many. You may not need that many, it just depends. So I've used my fresh freesia quite a bit, so it might be getting a little dry. I'm gonna have to get a refill for it. It's one of our new ink colors. And you don't want to put too much ink on there because the little lines will get blurred. And I move that over. Make sure that's going to stamp about where I want it to. So 2 in fresh freesia and 1 in Misty Moonlight. And yeah, this is getting low on ink, I can tell. One more because I like to have it dark. Okay, so we'll put that away, clean off our stamp. Now I'm just going to leave those in place because I'm going to use them again for Misty Moonlight. And I'm also going to dry them off, dab them with the microfiber cloth that I got with my glasses, because if it's not really dry, the ink won't adhere to the photopolymer. Okay, let's see if that's going to stamp. It's going to be close, but it's going to be there. Did I put, so let me just put some tape there. All right, so here goes our Misty Moonlight. Gorgeous. All right, so clean that off. We are ready to move on to the presents. We have a Misty Moonlight present and a Just Jade present. So I'm not going to try to fit it all on one. I'm going to bring in my other 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to do a present in Misty Moonlight. And again, you don't want to over ink that or your bow will disappear. And I see I missed that corner there. Okay, so there's that one. Clean that off. Dab it dry. And now we're going to go with Just Jade. And I'll move this over a little bit to tape it down. Stamp that Just Jade. Such a pretty color too, Just Jade. It's a really pretty green. Make sure I get the whole thing this time. And like I said, sometimes the ink will look blotchy, but it's not. Like I overdid that. You see how so I'm going to do another one because I have plenty of room. And no need to have a blotchy looking. So just lightly. I'm doing it lightly. So it might look blotchy, but it will dry. All right, that one looks good. We have a little gift bag that is in soft seafoam. This little gift bag, where are you? I'm just going to put this here for now. Here next to the penguins. It is going to be in soft seafoam, which is a really light, springy looking green. Again, dry ink pad, but there's enough here that it will work. Okay, so there's that. So that takes care of all these things. We do need to put feet and beaks on our penguins. We'll use our 4x6 plastic for that. We'll start with our beaks, and we're going to use this beak up here in the corner. The other one is for the other penguin. So tape that down. Put that in place. And we're going to use crushed curry for that. Oops, pick this up. So 3 beaks. Here's our little guys. Now I'm going to move this tape down so that I can just slide this underneath and see. It's not going to work, guys. This little guy is too far over, but I think I can fix that. Okay. First beak. Don't over ink this or you'll lose his little smile. put my plastic back in place. I should have put it over further. Then I could have done all three, but I can still do all three. Ink that up. There's his beak. Okay, and then put my plastic in place. And I'm thinking I will go ahead and cut this guy. I'll just cut through here. Then I can slide him under like so. Okay. Look. Okay, so we're going to clean off this here. And now we are going to do the feet. So I'm thinking, put that there. I'm thinking that, let me grab the little feet. Oh, and I need to clean my ink off of this guy here. Okay, so that's done. Put that beak back and get the little feet. Where are you, little feet? There's two of them together. Here they are. That should work right about there. So I'll pick that up. Maybe. It's still Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. What made it stop? Never mind. Okay, so y'all should be able to hear me now. Because what happened is my phone was telling me low battery, and when it does that, I guess it stopped the volume, which is no thank you for, you know, that doesn't help you guys at all. All right, well, thanks for letting me know. All right, so we're going to put this one here, and then this one is next over here with some glue. Just going to stack these on top of each other. Like so. And then lastly, we'll put this one on front. Yeah, my battery's low, and that's why the volume stopped. If it stops again, let me know. Now, our penguins. We're going to punch our penguins. And the way this is, you're going to punch this one first and then that one, because if you punch this one first, you're going to chomp that one up with this. So put this one on the left here first. Line it up nice and sweet. And then move over to this one. Take your time and line it up really good. I'm trying to get that one arm. There. Cute penguins, huh? And then we'll be cutting those other things out by hand. So line up this one last penguin here. Okay. These hats and such we're going to cut out by hand. And I'm going to try to do it rather quickly because, like I said, my battery is... And it looks like this time I did leave a little bit of the white, just a tiny bit of the white. This is a little tedious, but it's not hard. It just takes time. And we've got 3 of them to do, so hopefully my battery holds out. Okay, there's one, and my fingers are sticky from that glue. Here's the hat. And I moved the paper, not the scissors. I moved the cardstock. All right, so I have one hat and one scarf. So I tell you, because my battery is low, I'm going to go ahead and put together these guys, and then if I run out, you can do the rest. Okay, so we had a penguin along this part here where it's kind of flat. I have 2 penguins there, and then this one over here, I have a penguin here kind of sitting on that, but you can put it anywhere really. And I'm going to put those on with glue dots. So 1 glue dot there, 1 at the top, and that one is sitting. And then again 1 glue dot here and 1 at the top, and it's sitting here. And then this one has a glue dot here, glue dot here. He's sitting over here, or she, I guess it's a she, she's got pink on. We're going to put these on with glue dots. I'll put one on this little penguin here, and then the hat goes on with the glue dot. It's kind of going in that direction now. There should have been a bow in here. You should have either a 10-inch piece of ribbon or a bow. I don't know. Let me grab my ribbon. I can't remember. Sometimes I do your ribbon bows for you and sometimes I don't. So here's my 10 inches of the ribbon. I'm just going to do 2 loops, cross this one over the top of that one and push that one through this little hole here at the bottom and pull. And that makes my ribbon, my bow. And I'll make it to the right size. This is a little bit long over there. Okay, that's going to go here, but I'm going to trim it first. I'm going to use some glue dots to put that on, a couple, and pinch them behind. And I'm just going to put it there on that ribbon. And I probably should have put a glue dot underneath where the ribbon is going to go. So on under the ribbon where the bow is going, I put a glue dot there to hold it down. All right, and then our coolest friend ever is going to go here, and I'm going to put it on with some glue dots. If I can pick it up. Now you can use glue if you want. Just twist it off if you don't feel comfortable using the glue dots. I'm just going to go almost right up to the edge, but you don't want it to cover up your penguin. I guess my penguin should have been over a little bit further. Should I move my penguins? I don't know if I can without ruining them. I can't. I don't want to try, so it's just going to cover up part of my penguin here, I think. That's just how it's going to be. And inside you've got some two small rhinestone basic jewels, one on each side of this. And then on the inside, we're going to put our happy birthday, like so. Yeah, well, just practice, Gwen. Just practice. Okay, so I still have some time, so I'm going to go ahead and finish doing the cutting out. I just wanted to get this far in case my battery died. I wouldn't be leaving you guys hanging. So if it dies, thank you for joining me. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you get some crafting in. We bought our Christmas tree, and so I am going to be decorating it. They didn't have a lot to choose from this year, so I don't know if that's because they shipping problems or what, but we got a noble fir, which comes from the Pacific Northwest. I really like the noble fir. It's full. Oops, this one goes over here. And it has a good shape to it. The Fraser firs are good, but they can be a little sparse sometimes. But they have lots of room for your ornaments too, so I guess it's personal preference. But the Fraser fir is really popular, I know. When we lived in North Carolina, we didn't have any noble firs because it does come from the Pacific Northwest. There, that hat's going that direction. Now let's do the guy. So I'm guessing that they didn't ship the noble firs all the way to North Carolina, because North Carolina has tons of trees. Tons and tons of trees. Tree farms where you can go and pick out your own tree. And so yeah, I'm gonna take a little break here in December to enjoy the holidays. I hope you guys don't mind, but I am offering that 15% in Hey everyone, so I decided to just come back and finish my live. My battery died. So I thought, why not? It's Friday. So I took my guys off of here because I wanted to move them over. So I did take them off. So let me put them back on there. The little guys. So let me see if anybody joins me here. And here we go with our glue dots again. Maybe I should do this one first, make sure I have room for them all. I hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. Well, now then, I don't have enough room So maybe I need to put them like this. That way I make sure. And they have a glue dot there. So I stick that in the glue dot and I twist it, and hopefully it won't tear the paper. I'm going to just keep twisting it until finally it comes off. That usually works. So I'm going to need another glue dot to go behind his head. There we go. Yeah, my battery died, so it's redone now, so it's going to be okay. So we'll finish. We'll finish. So here's the little hat for this guy here. And I did make a posting about some paper that I have available for sale, which I will show you in a minute when I'm done with all this. Where's the end of this? It's like the toilet paper roll, you know. Sometimes you just cannot find where the toilet paper roll ends and begins. And this one is going straight up in the center, like so. Now, do our presents. These are real easy to cut out because they're just basically a little triangle. And do the blue one. So there's our presents, and then here's our little gift bag. So this one is a little trickier because it has a handle, but I have faith in you guys. I know you can do it. Okay, so looks like the blue gift is gonna go, I'm gonna twist that off. It's kind of gonna go right here, like it's in his hand or her hand. Then the green one is gonna go kind of in the other direction, like, and a little lower, like that. And then the gift bag is going to go over here and next to this hand. I'm gonna clean off my mess here now. Okie dokie. All right, so this was card number 4 in the Playful Penguin Place stamp set. Put this away. And like I said, you can check out my website www.carolbcrafts.com to see what current class kit or customer reward I'm offering. All right, well, thanks for joining me.